All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into episode number 27 of Two Bald Bros Podcast.
Two Bald Bros Podcast.
Two Bald Bros Podcast.
I'm looking at you and it's weird.
I know.
Is it
We're looking at each other. It's weird. I'm gazing into your eyes.
I like it.
It's majestic. Welcome on in. Abel, how we doing, bro? What's going on?
I am having a great time.
You having a great time?
No, I'm like half having a great time.
Okay.
I just got back from Florida. We had a nice weekend. Shout out to Diego and Emily. They were awesome. Nice hosts. We did go back and forth between that and an Airbnb. It was nice. We had a nice dinner. We did a lot of drinks. There was one night I got really banged up.
Love that for you.
As per usual.
Yeah, I mean...
As per usual. And then we went to a spring training game, Yankee spring training game.
Oh, I didn't know you went to spring training. Cool.
That was cool. We saw
dope.
Volpe hit a couple home runs. Chisholm, I think his last name is. It was a couple of the other guys. Yankees still lost, but very randomly, actually. So after the game, we were trying to find a place to drink. We go walk into a bar, and we just sat down. And then, like, as we're sitting there, I start looking around. There's eagle shit everywhere. In the middle of Florida. So I'm like, I found like one of the managers there, and I'm like, yo, do you guys like the Eagles or something? And he's like, yeah, our owner's like a huge fan. Like, apparently during the Super Bowl, they they closed down the street and had like 300 people outside with like a huge projector and crap. I'm like,
oh my god,
I missed the party.
You found your peoples in
literally,
Florida, huh?
as literally the one bar I'd walk into.
That's wonderful.
And that's where it is. Oh, and then also the day before that too. I'm sitting at brunch. We're outside having a good time.
Oh, I love a good brunch.
Yeah. Freaking this girl Noshelle, who I've known forever, walks up to me with her boyfriend. Like, I'm just like, the fuck is this?
What's going on?
So shout out to Noshelle. Yeah. So she moved to Connecticut recently within the last like year and a bit, and I DJ'd her after her like going away party.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
That's dope.
Really random. And I've known her for years.
Yeah.
So shout out Noshelle. That was fucking cool. It was a good trip.
Very cool,
It was a good trip. But apart from that, I'm still in the middle of poor DJ season. I'm ready for money now.
Money's good. I like money.
I'm ready for money now. No, so I mean, really, I have one this weekend, 2 next week, and this is like slow, right?
Yeah.
And then I have one more weekend off, like the last weekend of March, which I believe we have something planned the last weekend of March, sir.
Yes. little gender reveal action. Find out if I'm having a little boy or a little girl.
I accidentally did the boy-girl thing. That's funny.
That's actually hilarious.
That's actually hilarious.
You did that, yeah.
Yes.
Nicely done.
So yeah, after that, it's pretty much I have something every weekend until like, I don't know.
September, October.
I think there's one weekend in September where I might have nothing, maybe, but
Nice.
It's still early.
Nice, but money.
Yeah,
You know
literally
what I mean? But money.
I think between May and June, I was counting. I have 25.
Fantastic. Never seeing you all summer.
No, you're
wonderful.
Like yeah. That other Thursday thing we do, I'm just gonna apologize in advance because I'm gonna be a scarce ghost for a little while.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna be rolling in it, and I need to roll in it because I miss it. I miss the weddings. I miss the bar. It's fun. So, but yeah, that's
damn.
pretty much.
Are we gonna be able to get Bald Bro episodes up?
Oh, we'll do it. Listen, I'm going to make as many things as I can happen. And honestly, shout out. I think this is like our 4th in a row consistently.
We are 4 in a row consistently.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Is it? We said 27, right?
27? I think that's what you told me. Did you lie to me?
I don't know. Here's the episode right here because I'm an asshole. But
Son of a bitch.
I'm like 90% sure it's 27.
All right, fantastic.
It's fine. If it's not, I'll over here. But how are you, sir? Did you do something?
Good.
Did you do something exciting this week?
Yeah. So Abel and I were talking a little bit off camera, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with the fact that we talk about wrestling now.
Sorry, guys.
So if you don't like it, fast forward.
Yeah,
the episode
we'll mix it up. You know, just follow the chapters below. Because I actually have been consistent with that now, and you'll figure it out. But what did you do this week?
So I went to Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Myself and Michaela. Shout out Michaela.
Aww.
We had a good time, and and this is honestly, I think the coolest part for me, right, is that like I was thinking about it after. I know this is gonna sound like such a tacky, whatever you want to call me, bonus dad, stepdad thing, but like this was her first time taking the train. This is her first time going. She's never been on the train. She's never been to Madison Square Garden. She's never been to a wrestling show.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So this was like a whole bunch of firsts for her.
That's awesome.
And she was literally a little bit scared, but then as we were going, she was like, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool." And I was like, all right, cool. So as long as all I wanted her to do was have a good time.
Yeah.
And needless to say, she was yeeting. and she was booing Logan Paul very loudly.
F Logan Paul.
And she was, every time that somebody, it's funny, I was literally leaving the house to come here today to record with Abel, and on my way out the door, I hear a humming in the background, like somebody's singing in the house, and I'm like looking around at what, Michaela's at the freaking, at the island of my house, and she's singing, she's going, adrenaline in my soul. I'm like, you singing Cody Rhodes right now? And she's like, it's catchy, it's stuck in my head since Monday.
Oh my God. All right, wait, so I have so many questions.
Sure.
So first of all, you got to Yeet. I haven't been able to go and see Yeet yet, and I told you it was gonna start the show. I fucking said it. How was it,
bro? So them opening the show with Yeet
I was right.
First off, Jay's in black and orange for the Knicks. He's in Knicks colors. Yep. He has a Knicks shirt exclusive Knicks shirt that he brought out. Bro, the crowd was electric to start. It was just everybody. I couldn't believe the amount of people just like, bro, it was. I'm looking around. I took a video if I could get it here for Abel to show.
I'll get something.
He might have to mute it for copyright
That's fine.
purposes.
We'll mute it. But
the amount of people you could see from my phone, just everybody in the crowd, and I'm like, he came out where Michaela and I were sitting. He was underneath us to the right.
Like, that's cool. Okay.
I'm literally watching him walk out. I'm like, this is cool.
Dude,
as shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Like, this is cool as shit. Like, goddamn.
Oh, so it was on another level.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous. Shout out MSG, sold out show. You could tell it was sold out. It was crowded.
Dude, when I went there for SmackDown a year and a half ago, same shit. It was not a seat.
Crowded, not a seat, and it was loud.
Yep,
loud. I couldn't believe how loud it was.
So good.
Highlights. So obviously, I'll take you through a little. I won't go match by match, but I'll give you my highlights, if you will. So I'm getting real tired of Gunther choking out Jay every week. It's getting annoying.
So annoying. They just deserve the whole story deserves better. And I don't know if it's coming from Jay's side or Gunther. Because listen, Gunther has some good promos. He says some cool shit. And he gets at people, but I can't see Jay get choked every week.
I think this promo is lacking a little bit of substance because I was telling this to you and Jason. Shout out Jason in our wrestling school.
Yes.
There's this gap between Rumble and Mania, right? They have a 12-week, whatever it is, 12, 13 week gap.
With Elimination Chamber.
In between. So I'm I think they just didn't know how to build up this story enough for the whole 12-week gap.
Yeah.
And now they just have, 1 week Gunther's fighting somebody meaningless, the next week Jay's fighting someone meaningless, and then the other one comes out and attacks it.
Alpha Academy and freaking A-Town Down Under, whatever the hell. Why
A-Town
are we...
Down Under.
Why, we can't get better people to feud with these guys
next
for
week
at least
Jay's
the time
fighting...
being?
The other member,
Austin Theory.
He's fighting Austin Theory next week. Yes, he is. Swear to God.
Oh my God.
They announced it already.
How boring is that? Though?
I'm so same thing's gonna happen. He's gonna beat him.
Is he get choked out again?
He's gonna get choked out again. I'm all right. Or they'll mix it up and Jay will actually super kick him or some shit like that. And I'm just like, I love Jay. Yeet all day. Love Jay.
I know.
But this is getting repetitive and boring at this point.
We want better for him.
And I'm actually pissed at how they're writing it in the story because it's gonna make this hype. He still gets hype. He's over right now.
I know.
Over.
That's the thing.
It's boring.
It sucks that he doesn't have a good story, but he's so effing over.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a cool story when and if he wins the belt from Gunther at Mania.
Yeah.
Because it'll be okay, we have the most over guy right now with the belt. But I think he's almost going to suffer from a little bit of Cody stuff in that so much hype for him getting the belt. Right. And then what do you do after? What do we do now? What do you do after?
Right.
Because I'm who are you going to get to?
Yeah, he's had a couple moments in matches, but apart from that,
that's what it is.
You could segue, what the did I need to hear him come to Raw again and say the exact same things he said on SmackDown just so he could sell some merch?
So I was telling these guys. So the whole thing with Cena and Cody, I'll talk about that quickly because it was random that he was out there. So I do want to say, for as much as I said the whole Cody thing is getting a little stale to me, his title run to me is a little right now. He's defended a couple times, but nothing crazy.
I would say that the highlights are one of the AJ Styles matches at Backlash, and then the Kevin Owens match at Rumble. I would say those are highlights.
100%.
Yeah.
So the thing I will say though is now with this Cena heel turn, it's definitely kicked it up a notch for him.
Yeah.
In terms of the story. When he comes out, he still gets the whole crowd is singing. The whole crowd's doing the
loud.
They're there, bro. I'm sitting there damn, they really.
Right.
Even I was doing it. I was
the
damn,
face, man. He is.
I feel like WWE is trying to make him the new face of the company, and that's cool because I know from all the stuff you see behind the scenes with WWE, he's the guy that shows up every week. He's there early. He stays late. He's at all the after programs. He does all the pay-per-views. He does whatever they ask him to do. So I get it. Make him the face of the company.
Yeah.
But you have to write, like, I feel like all the stories he's gotten, the Roman story, the Bloodline story, really dope. Now that he's doing the Cena heel turn story, how do they do that? Does Cena win the belt, get 17, and then Cody ends up getting it back by the end of the year? Is that where we go from
Where
here?
do we think he's going to get it back? At fucking SummerSlam, bro. Maybe? We're going to fucking SummerSlam.
Might be going to SummerSlam.
We might be going to fucking SummerSlam.
But yeah, I just, listen, Cody, I like Cody. I like him a lot.
I do.
And I think the stories they're giving him are really dope.
Yeah.
I hope it stays the course. I hope it doesn't get boring.
Yeah.
That's my goal. And I feel the same way about Jay. I love Jay, but I feel like even watching this Gunther thing unfold, it's boring already.
Yeah, I know.
That's my problem. I love both the guys, but I don't. I'm like, I'm like, we need more creativity.
Substance.
The creativity of the John Cena heel turn is magical. It's a WWE moment that I'm sitting here like, damn, I've been watching. I didn't watch wrestling for more than a decade.
Yeah, I missed a lot of John Cena. I ain't gonna lie, we both did.
But like, he hasn't turned heel in 20 plus years of wrestling. Like, and now he's heel.
Right.
And the way they set it up was magical. I'm like, this is great storytelling.
Yes.
But then you have this stale Jey Uso line, run, and now you have this like, well, Cody's is going to be better. But like, and they're setting up some things. I think Braun is going to end up doing a thing with Finn Balor.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. He's going to end up doing a thing with Finn.
There's a title shot next week in Brussels War.
In Brussels Raw. Yeah. I think he might lose Braun. I think he might lose the belt to Finn.
No, you think so?
I have a feeling.
See, I don't know if you saw how Dom hugged him, and it was kind of like a little weird, like almost like they tried to make it look like the Cena Rock thing.
Yeah.
I kind of think they're gonna kick Finn out of the Judgment Day and get a new member.
People are saying Aleister
Black. I don't know him.
I don't know him either. If anybody knows anything about Aleister Black, but that's what I keep hearing.
They might kick him out, man, and then maybe you get Demon Finn again, which I heard that's like goated Finn.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people like Finn Balor. Like, all I've ever seen is Pin Balor. That's all I've seen. That's all I know of Finn.
So I'll jump over to Logan.
Yeah, dude, that was a highlight for me because he got booed worse than Dominic Mysterio does.
You cannot imagine. I was trying to explain to you and Jason how loud he was. I didn't hear a word Logan Paul said.
Really?
I didn't hear a fucking word this dude said. It was so
shit.
Loud.
Really?
I didn't hear any of his speech. None. I heard not a word he said the whole time.
No shot.
It was wild. I could not believe it. The whole time, just woo. And bro, and then
it sounded like it was getting louder as he was talking.
Let me. I've been watching wrestling even though I took more than a decade off, and I've said this to you, and I think I may have said this on here, and people are gonna come for me in the comments. If wrestling fans ever make their way over here to our podcast, they're gonna come for me.
That's fine.
Logan Paul is this generation's Chris Jericho. People hate him so much, and eventually in 5-10 years from now, we're gonna turn around and love him. Watch.
Of course.
Guaranteed.
I can see it.
Guaranteed.
I could see it.
This is what's gonna happen with him. He's such a heel right now, and he's so good on the mic because of his YouTube personality. I hate to say it because I don't like him personally.
No, but he knows how to speak.
But he knows how to. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a good promo guy. He's good in the ring. He's
great.
Getting better.
I know.
He's super athletic. Athletic fucking freak, right?
Yep.
But this guy's walking out. And I don't know if you noticed, they obviously set it up, but there was a dude in the stands wearing the I Hate Logan Paul, and he ripped the shirt. Right? So he's playing into this
shit like that. Listen,
he knows.
Yo, when they went to Canada and they were getting booed the shit out of, and he brought out that American flag, that shit was smart.
100%.
Like, he does smart things. But like, I don't know. I think it has just, and I've said this before, it has too much to do with his personality outside of fucking wrestling.
Yeah, I don't like him outside.
Like,
of wrestling.
honestly, he's got to figure that out.
He's
man.
very arrogant.
Because like I said, like even like the times that like Ricochet and him went against each other, like they've had sick moments of flying in the air. The guy's athletic as fuck.
Athletic as hell, bro. I'm telling you, Logan is good in the ring.
Yeah.
Do I think that maybe him being pushed right now has a lot to do with the Prime stuff with WWE?
100%.
Sure.
They put the fucking logo in the middle of the ring.
That being said, they wouldn't push him if he also wasn't good in the ring.
Right.
They would just be like, we'll take your Prime
Triple H
and
wouldn't.
whatever.
I feel like Triple H at this point wouldn't deal with that shit.
Logan is such a great heel for WWE.
Yeah.
That they almost need him. He's going to continue to be the heel.
Right.
Like, and I love that for him. It's going to work. I'm telling you, he's going to fight AJ Styles at WrestleMania. It'll be a good fight. Yeah. AJ's great in the fucking ring. AJ's a legend. He's going to go down as a freaking Hall of Famer. He's fantastic.
I think a match between them two is going to be great.
Really good.
I did really want to see him and Braun Breaker, though. Like, I kind of hope they go back to that at some point. AJ Styles and Braun.
They might.
I hope so. I don't know if it'll be like a forgotten thing. I don't know if you remember. They were kind of like...
They had a few...
They started to set it up a little bit, and then it kind of went away.
Yeah.
Because I think... I don't know. They're not fighting next week, are they? AJ and Logan. Are they just going to save it for WrestleMania?
I think they're going to save it for Mania because they didn't say anything.
Right, they got to start announcing matches at some point.
They're going to have to.
Like they have a couple weeks. Like I think they're going to go through this European tour and like it's going to be all sprinkled in like all the types of matches we're going to get and stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of all the types of matches we're probably going to get and stuff, how about like how was Io, Rhea, and Bianca in the ring when that happened?
So
crowd seemed into it.
So oh man, here's you said it best to me. I feel like WWE is trying to make Rhea a heel so bad.
Yes.
But the crowd loves her so much that it's not going to happen.
Us.
Including, mommy. Shout out, mommy.
Hi.
Hi, mommy. Love you.
Love you.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I could ever boo her. It's not possible. And this is not Io.
Right.
Io is phenomenal in
Bianca's
the ring.
great.
Bianca, great in the ring.
Right.
It's hard.
What are they gonna like? They're gonna have to make Rhea do something to the level to the level of what happened to Naomi and Jade type shit.
Rhea would have to join John Cena and The Rock.
I don't honestly. Yeah,
that's what she'd have to do. That's literally what she'd have to do in order to be
coming
a heel.
in low blow Cody.
That she'd have to do some crazy shit for people to hate her.
Imagine that shit.
Some crazy shit would have to happen.
Dude, it would be nuts if they threw a woman in that mix.
It's a possibility.
All right. We'll go, but yeah. So them shoving Io like that too, oh my god,
and Io slapping
both of them.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think Io. So here's the thing I will say, and I don't know if you guys heard this on Netflix. So if you did hear this, so like even when Io first came out, the entire crowd, the chant was "You deserve this," and I was like, they're right. Like she's really good in the ring. Good. Like how do you deny Io Sky? She's fantastic.
I think she's the first woman to win both championships. Yeah, that's
correct.
sick.
Yes, it's dope. Obviously, Rhea's never beaten her in a match.
Right,
that's a thing now.
I didn't even realize that until they
going
said
back
it.
to NXT. She's never beaten her.
I was so convinced during Raw she was gonna win. I was so convinced.
And Bianca, people forget Bianca won Chamber. Bianca's not a slouch. Right. She's great in the ring
Bianca's
too.
4-0 at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, right? They got a lot of shit.
They have a lot of ways that they can go and a lot of things they could change. Like
if they
Rhea beating Io for the first time, Bianca losing her streak or keeping it. Like
does it make? Imagine this. This was a scenario that I saw that just would be wild. I just mentioned Rhea joining the faction as the woman of the faction.
Yeah.
Rhea goes to The Rock because she wants to get her belt back.
Oh, no.
And the faction helps her win the belt back. Does that make Rhea the heel of WWE Women's Raw?
Shit, bro.
I'm telling you. That's how you make her a heel. That's how you make her a heel. She's so popular, she'll never be the heel that she wants to be.
Bro.
I'm telling you.
It could work. They
imagine The Rock turning around and saying, I got John Cena and Rhea Ripley to heel in the same calendar year.
They have to add one or two more people to that group.
I'm telling you.
Right. Travis Scott, just get out of here.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous.
Get out of here, Travis Scott.
That's ridiculous. You're going to get fucked up by Bad Bunny at some point.
Bad Bunny? Cody's going to kick his ass for that slap.
I'm telling you.
You see that fucking slap?
But I'm telling you, Cody's going to get a little team of his own to get. It's not going to be like a thing, but like how Seth helped him, it's going to be like somebody's going to help him out.
Yeah,
you know. And in return, I could see a scenario where he gets like CM Punk to help him out, and then he says, "In return, I'll give you a title shot at SummerSlam, or I'll give you a title shot at something." Like some shit's brewing.
I don't know how many times I have to say this, but like we really need to spend money on SummerSlam.
Yo, SummerSlam could be wild this year, though.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. All right. That whole women's thing, put a pin in that and come back to it if some crazy shit happens with Rhea.
Right.
It's going to be a triple threat match.
I'm going to keep that clip.
Keep the clip. I'm telling you. And circle back to it because there might be something cooking there. There's got to be a way for them to get Rhea in the match at WrestleMania.
Oh no, it's going to happen.
But
they're not
there's
doing
gonna
this
be
for
a
nothing.
Twist.
Yeah.
He's not just going to come out and say, Rhea, you got your opportunity back at WrestleMania.
Or maybe she joins The Rock and Cena before that, and The Rock said, guess what?
Guess what? I make the fucking rules. I'm the final boss. She's in the match at Mania.
Do you know how fucking sick that would be?
And then she's the heel that they're trying to make her out to be because there's too many good not here baby faces in the women's division.
We have to run with this. We have to run with this.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard this here first. First clip I'm putting out next week. Like that's a thing.
That's a thing.
It's a thing.
I might be a thing. I'm telling you.
I love it.
All right.
The cell match.
I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I'm gonna skip that horrible women's match that was at Raw because I don't want to talk about it. It was bad. It took the whole crowd out of the thing. So I'm not even gonna talk about it.
I was in this room and got sucked out of it.
I was like, bro. I was like, damn.
I couldn't
sucks.
believe it, man. That blew.
It's bad. It was
That's
really
a shame,
bad,
man. Because some of these women are really good, man.
I know Bailey's good.
I know,
and I know
they're good.
Raquel's not bad, but like
I don't know. I don't know if it's a size difference. I don't. It's the same thing with like
dude.
Nia Jax.
Yeah,
I
Nia
don't
Jax.
fucking know. But
All right.
Yeah, get it.
Steel cage match.
Yeah.
So,
bro,
if you want to talk about people being over, I could not believe how loud it was for both
of them.
Both of them.
Right.
Seth is apparently they dropped Seth. Freaking is no longer.
He's
in
not
his
Seth freaking Rollins, right? He's just Seth Rollins now.
He's no longer Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
They did that to Dirty Dominic Mysterio too, and like one other person. They took the nicknames out.
Away.
So I'm curious why they're doing that.
Seth comes out, the whole crowd, whoa, bro. And I'm sitting there like, all right, cool, bet.
Yeah.
Cult of Personality hit. This fucking crowd lost it.
Yeah.
Lost. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe.
I don't think that's the first time CM Punk's been back to MSG since he's been back. Right? He had to have been there before. I doubt it.
But he's another one who's just over right now.
Dude,
people
are
love
all
him.
about CM Punk.
But I think people wanted him to get his Mania shot. He's been asking for it. He wants it. Something's going on. I'll get into the Heyman stuff in a minute.
Yeah.
The match itself, very entertaining. I had to give Seth and
good,
CM
man.
Punk.
They put on good matches.
They did pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the suplex off the top of the cage.
Fucking sick.
I was
Them
like,
fighting on the
all right,
top.
cool. Fighting on top. I was like, they did good.
Doing each other's finishers on each other.
Yeah, it was great. And the fact that I actually
cages.
love the fact that neither of them could pin the other one.
Yeah.
They just kept kicking out of everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's such good hype to be like, now we got to open the cage door.
Right.
But I knew when I saw Seth in the corner and the door was open, I was like, it's Roman. I was sitting in the thing and I looked at Michaela and I was like, Roman's gonna come from back there and attack.
Yeah.
I said it. I was like, Roman's coming from over there. And she was like, who? And I was like, Tribal Chief. And she was like, who's that? 'Cause she doesn't know who Roman Reigns is. She hasn't seen him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, watch, Seth is gonna get pulled out of the thing. And she was like, what? All of a sudden, bro, the crowd stood up. All you see
I
is
heard people yelling before it happened.
You saw Roman because you saw his red sneakers. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
There was a path and you saw red sneakers. I was fucking Roman. I literally looked. I was like, Roman. He's running through the crowd, and I'm like, this fucking guy. He pulls him out of the goddamn ring. The fucking crowd
lost it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just want to say the crowd was hilarious at MSG because they couldn't decide who they wanted to root for in the CM Punk match. So literally, the chant was CM Punk, let's go Rollins, CM Punk, let's go. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
Well, that crowd did the whole Cena thing too. Not to backtrack, but they did Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, bro.
Yes, it was back and forth the whole night.
Holy shit.
When Roman pulled Seth out of the ring, the place lost it.
Yep.
Everybody stood up. All of a sudden, you see him on the outside. He did,
ooh, yeah.
And bro, the whole crowd did it with him. I'm like, this is fucking sick.
Bro.
Hit him with the spear, and then I'm like, he stomped him. I'm like, yo, let him stomp him into the stairs too. Goddamn it!
Oh,
like,
he was about to do it, man.
Let him do it,
dude. He was about to do it, yo. And when Roman used to do that hoo-ah thing, like no one would fucking do it, bro. Nope. Now
the whole crowd did it.
Yeah,
the whole crowd did it, and even to the point. So. I'll say that at the end. But then obviously they peel Roman off of Seth.
Yeah.
And then they freaking Heyman's in the ring with CM Punk. And Roman looks like somebody is on Maury just stole his girl.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck
someone
is going
told him
on?
Someone else is the father.
Right. Like that's how Roman looks at him.
Bro.
Roman walks to the ring, beats up CM Punk, hits him with a spear. And then obviously we get that's the cutoff for Raw right there.
Man.
At the end, what you guys didn't see when they cut the cameras is that they obviously had the whole CM Punk stood up. Yep. He hit the crowd with like a I'm good. He walked out. His music hit. It was cool.
Nice.
It was a cool thing to see. But that whole thing is going to be weird too because Paul Heyman still owes CM Punk a favor.
Right. Are we gonna get
cooking.
the payoff?
Something's
Are we
cooking.
gonna get the payoff?
So I'm telling you, something's cooking with that too. There's something there because CM Punk and him have a relationship that goes back years apparently too.
Or like, is the match gonna be made just Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and then is CM Punk's favor gonna be like weasel me into that match?
Weasel me into the match.
Right. So I can, dude. Honestly, main event night one is potentially them three.
Could be.
And
I could see them moving Gunther and Jay out of the main event spot. I could see it.
I mean, it happened with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre when they they were in a main. They were in the middle somewhere.
But they ended up putting on a good match.
No, it was a great match.
Seth and Drew.
Gunther and Jay, maybe they work out and figure out how to put because the last couple of matches they had, they weren't exactly
that great.
Something to write home about.
Nope.
But maybe they have enough time to make a good match out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just need Jay to stop being put to sleep. I'm so over it.
And then it was so it was funny. Like I was looking at Michaela towards the end, and everybody when Roman was leaving, everybody stood up and did the salute your tribal chief. Everybody did the tribal chief, and obviously I'm wearing my OTC shirt. So she looks at me and she was like, "What does OTC mean?" And I was like, "Original tribal chief." Don't ever ask me that question again.
Ask me that question
I was like,
again.
"Acknowledge him." And she looked at me and was like, "What?" And I was like, "Acknowledge." I looked at her, bro. Michaela didn't know what to do.
You're a freaking animal.
I looked at her with the straightest face, and I was like, "Acknowledge your tribal chief." And she looked at me like. She was dying.
You're a monster.
Bro. I know.
You're a diabolical monster.
I know. I am.
She's a kid.
I was like, acknowledge your tribal chief. God damn it! Don't ask me questions.
Did she? Like,
she had a great.
What was her favorite part? Was it the women?
When I asked her afterwards, so she was just super excited to see. She was super excited to see Rhea. She loves Rhea Ripley. Okay. So she was just super excited. To see her. And I told her, I was like, I don't know if Rhea's gonna be here. She lost the title last week. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna bring her out. And when her music hit, she got like really excited. She was excited about that.
Awesome.
And then I think Michaela likes wrestling. She doesn't appreciate the wrestling like I do. She appreciates the drama.
Yeah.
So like she loved that was a.
It's our telenovela.
Io slapped him. She was like, Io slapped him. Oh my god! I was like, I know, right? Like she slapped the hell out of them, and she's like, oh, that's gonna be something. And I was like, I know.
These are our male soap operas. These are our telenovelas.
Right.
If anyone really wants to understand why we like wrestling so much, why do you like Love Is Blind? Why do you like all these stupid like reality shows? Yeah, I love Love Is Blind.
I love Love Is Blind.
Yeah, and I Amanda, we need to watch Love Is Blind because it's all getting spoiled for me. I keep coming across TikToks and shit.
I know.
We gotta finish it. We can't take 6 months with these shows.
No, but honestly,
cool,
that's my wrestling tirade. Raw was fantastic.
Yes.
I'm trying to go to SummerSlam. I'm trying to go to SummerSlam.
Listen, I will put out money for SummerSlam. We're gonna figure that shit out.
We're gonna have to figure that out.
I happen to have off that Sunday. There's a reason. It's fate.
Man, it was fun though. It was a good time. I would love to go back.
Kind of keeping with wrestling, but not keeping with wrestling. WWE 2K25 is on early release.
Yep, correct.
We have both bought it.
I sure have.
Don't tell Amanda.
Okay.
How
when you see this episode.
Yeah, well, it's always my test.
Yeah, it's great.
How are you liking it so far?
I think a lot of people are knocking the game a lot. I haven't played a WWE game since.
Yeah, I mean, I played 2K24 for a little bit. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
like the game is what it is for me. Like I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money. Like all this VC bullshit with the island and stuff. I went into the island very briefly. It's not gonna be my thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna do some small things in there. My faction was cool. You collect like the cards and you can use the people to do matches and stuff. I had fun with that. The showcase. I only got into a couple of matches in the showcase.
Bro.
Paul Heyman.
The showcase, I am in the middle of the showcase right now. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with it.
Yep.
And I'm learning as I go about how like
history,
the bloodline, and because I remember a lot of these guys,
right? But you didn't know, exactly they were related. Who was related to what? I had no idea either.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool to watch. And Paul Heyman.
The man is cinema. He's just pure cinema.
The way he sets shit up on a mic
and speaks,
is next level.
Yeah.
I'm in the island.
Yeah.
I've probably done 2 out of the 4 challenges for the island. I did the Undertaker thing.
Okay.
There was a whole Undertaker Paul Bearer thing.
Yeah, the Dead Man's thing or whatever.
I did that whole thing.
How did you feel about like what's going on the island compared to like other 2K games too?
Okay. So here's what I will say is the difference. So because I got the deluxe, the Bloodline edition of the game, I got VC up front.
Yeah. I refuse to spend any of it right now.
I was able to take that. I took all that VC and I 99 my character.
Oh, you did do that?
I 99 my character. I mean, what else are you going to use the VC for?
Is that the best way to... Well, cosmetics and all that bullshit. There's stuff in my faction you can use it for. Like,
right. But if you're going to do the card stuff, I'm probably not going to delve into the card. No, it's not my thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know where to spend it because like I don't have a lot of experience with VC.
I think that the My Faction thing is cool, but I feel like...
you don't need to spend it there.
I feel like the My Faction thing is kind of the money grab because I've always felt like it was the money grab in 2K2.
Okay.
Because it's like they want you to keep spending money to buy more popular cards. You could use them to do the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So like that to me is almost more the money grab.
Got it.
The fact that to me, I played the island. I 99 my character.
Maybe I'm gonna do that.
I'm going through the things right now. I did the Dead Man quest. There was also a New Day challenge. Actually, I'm not. Do you care if I spoil it for you or no?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
There's a New Day challenge in there with who's the little one from New Day?
Big E. Oh no,
the little one.
Not Kofi.
He's not really that little
not Kofi,
either. I'm
it's
saying
the other
that.
guys.
Not Kofi.
Leave the short kings alone, man. What the fuck?
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods is his name, right? There's a challenge that you do for Xavier. He's short. He's not that short. He's probably the same size as me, to be honest with you. He's not short. He just looks short compared to Kofi. That's all.
Well, day sucks.
They really do. I fucking hate them both. They were playing into the crowd too. Shout out New Day. And also, wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to WWE for a second. Shout out Rey Mysterio doing this shit at 50.
Sick.
This fucking guy is 50.
He's sick.
And he moves better than any 50-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
This dude's doing fucking flips and 619. Like, I'm like, dude, this dude's 50. Anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. It's crazy. I couldn't believe it in person. I was like, he's fucking 50 years old. And moves like
it's
this.
incredible.
Crazy. He's incredible. He's a fucking phenom.
Yep.
Your son sucks, by the way.
He knows.
Yeah, he does know. There's a challenge for Xavier, the New Day.
Yeah.
Where it's a challenge in the arcade of the future.
Okay.
And when you do the challenge, you actually get by doing just you don't have to spend any money.
Right.
You do the challenge and you literally get a Gundam suit for your character that you could wear around the island.
Shut up.
Bro, I did the whole thing and I was like, this is fucking
Okay.
cool. You literally walk around as a Gundam. You just like walk around and fight as a Gundam.
I'm getting no sleep tonight.
I was like, this is fucking cool.
I'm getting no sleep.
I haven't done. There's one for like Cody,
Okay.
in the Heroes thing,
Right.
And then there's a Luchador thing with Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Haven't touched either of those yet.
All right, cool.
I plan on doing it, but I wasn't as interested. I love Undertaker.
Yes.
And I was interested in the New Day thing when I saw the Gundam thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna just do those first.
All right, cool.
I'll probably attack it at some point. The Bloodline thing is cool. That
Yeah.
whole thing is cool. I also did My Rise.
Oh, see, I liked that when I did it in 2K24. It was
Yeah.
fucking cool.
So
I'm gonna end up doing that.
I'm not gonna spoil My Rise
Yeah,
for you
yeah,
because I
don't.
think you'll play it and you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I don't spoil that
I won't
because
spoil it.
you get pretty far. Like,
But
how'd you?
I'm 85% through it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm like 85% through. The first day the game came out, I had time because
Oh yeah, I literally just started playing 2
bro,
days ago.
I was literally bored. And
Yeah.
I was like, I played My Rise the whole
the My Rise thing
night.
is cool because you can make decisions and do
Yeah, and the decisions impact everything. If you play I'm not gonna spoil it. If you play My
Yeah.
Rise, you'll enjoy your time.
All
with
right,
it.
cool. I'm gonna
I
have-
swear you will.
yeah.
And they give you enough faction points to start to make your character like an 88 overall in My Rise.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually like do the matches that are hard.
Okay.
If you don't have the extra stuff they give you for
Yeah,
not going
it's
to the
gonna be a
bloodline,
bitch.
it's a bitch.
But
And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna spoil it.
I'll get in it.
There's a couple twists in that story where you're gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Like, what just happened? I did that. I was like, the fuck was this shit? But it was
Nice.
cool. I'm having a good time with that too. And the island, I don't know if it's gonna last long. I think people are gonna be over it quick unless they do consistent challenges with it.
yeah,
We'll see. You know?
Okay.
But I'm excited. I like 2K.
it's fun.
I like 2K.
I'm enjoying it. Listen,
I'm having a good time. I'm into wrestling again. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying the game. I I have one gripe about the game. I think it's too easy to get caught in like maybe this is just me because I haven't played WWE in a long time. When my character's stunned, I get so pissed off. Because it takes like 30 minutes.
You can do nothing about it.
You can't do anything.
There's nothing.
It literally
I want to
locks
sit there
you.
and button smash.
I'm like,
it does nothing.
I'm like, this does nothing.
You know what I hate? I hate when I'm in the ring and do it, and I
Yeah.
accidentally hit triangle and roll out
and
of
I
the
roll
fucking
out of the ring
every fucking time.
Every time. Yeah, same. I mean, like, it's a gripe, but I'm assuming that's just, I'm sitting there like, well,
That's
I
the
probably
way it
suck
is,
because
yeah.
I don't play that much.
Did you do the tutorial, like the whole thing?
I did
too.
everything.
Honestly, it got
Yeah,
me
yeah.
like right back into like some of the things.
Yeah.
There's still something like I have to figure out how to turn people around, like to do back stuff.
Do
like
back,
I always
do
I'm
back
back
stuff. Pause.
Do
back stuff.
We're
is
not
pause.
actually doing back stuff, guys. It's a game. It's a game. Just in case you were wondering.
I mean, you can plant people on a cone in this game and a prime bottle.
Did you see that video I sent you about?
Yes, I saw it.
Yo, some sick mother effer in this game did a Rock versus Rhea match, and Rhea's wearing a bikini and did the cone thing. What the fuck, man?
PC mods are crazy.
Yo,
That's FYI.
what the fuck? Also, send me that video. But God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So
It's a good game.
WWE
I'm having a good
2K5,
time.
let's do it.
2K25. I'd recommend it.
yes. All right. So I did something funny. We're gonna do something a little different.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I randomly decided to ask Chat GPT questions just because I was bored and I wanted to see like maybe if I can get something funny out of it. So I asked them like funny things to ask on like I don't know, I think it was a nerdy podcast or just like a podcast in general.
Okay.
So I have questions here and we're just gonna go through them and answer them and see how we feel about it after. Figure it's be a nice little thing that isn't wrestling for you guys that don't want to hear it. Okay, so first question. If you could switch lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and why? Any fictional character. That is correct.
Any fictional character for one day.
Yep. I'm going to give you mine because I thought about this a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to give me a second here.
I would actually be Batman. The reason I would be Batman
like
is...
Vengeance Batman?
Not that Batman. I would say more Christian Bale Batman.
Okay, all right, fair.
The reason I would do that is because I feel like he has the best of both worlds, right? He's got the whole superhero aspect. He goes out and fights crime, and he's a badass in that sense. But then also he's rich as fuck. And he can go into a building and pretty much just say, hey, I bought this. I'm going to go swim in the fountain.
He can.
So I feel like that's having the best of both worlds. And I would get to experience not one, but two different things that I will never get to experience in my life. Being a superhero and being rich.
That's
fucked up, but it's true.
Hey,
I put some thought into that one.
I hear you, bro. If I was going to trade places with one fictional character, who would it be?
Think about anime.
You know what it is that, so like, despite what people might think on the internet, I'm a really nice person.
Yeah.
So part of me wants to pick like somebody who's an asshole.
Yes.
Just so I could be a complete asshole.
Just so you can
like
feel what it's like to not give a fuck.
To not give. But I give too much of a fuck about everything.
Right.
That's my problem in life. So like, I want to pick somebody who's like a major douche.
So Logan
That's my
Paul.
problem. But he's not fictional. Unless you're
I
counting
know.
WWE as fictional. I was gonna say.
No.
I mean, he's also rich. So like, you know what I mean?
About like a Lex Luger. A Luthor. Lex Luger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd probably do somebody with hair because I'm bald. So it'd probably be somebody who has hair already. Because I want my hair back, despite what.
You bald fraud.
Damn, this is a hard question. It's a really hard question.
Don't worry.
I don't want to take all day though.
I can cut stuff. Remember.
Yeah, that's fair. Who would I want to be? You know what? I'm gonna kind of go on the same sense as you. I think he's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Because obviously Thor is my favorite character, but I'm just gonna roll with Avengers here. Love you, Thor.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to pick one, and I'm thinking of somebody who's smart, also has a lot of money, I'd probably be Tony Stark for a day. Because he's an asshole.
The opposite ends of the DC Marvel spectrum.
Like he's an asshole.
He is an asshole.
And he's got a ton of money.
Yeah.
He's really smart.
Right.
And he wears a suit and flies around.
And he's got a cool fucking suit.
He's got
and
a
he
cool
gets to
fucking
fly.
suit.
Yeah.
Like, he's a cool fucking person to want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's got his hair.
And he's got his hair.
You know, like it's great. And his heart's
Cool
made
goatee.
Cool goatee. Like just a douche for no reason. Like I would love to be a douche for no reason, but I just can't. It's not in my DNA to do that.
No, it's
I don't know
annoying,
why.
isn't it?
Sucks.
Okay. Next question. I have one for this one too if you need time. What's a food combination that people think is gross but you absolutely love? I mean, I have I know I've talked about it when we go to a movie theater. I take Twizzlers and I put it in the popcorn bucket and I eat the Twizzlers with the popcorn bucket.
I did say something to you when I saw you do that, and I was like, "That's a little weird."
Yeah, I don't know what it's probably.
But it's a salty
sweet thing,
yeah.
maybe. But every time I mention it to someone, they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm the normal one. Like, it tastes good.
I put M&Ms in my popcorn. You saw that.
Yeah.
That's what because it's a salty sweet thing.
Yep.
I mean, like, I have a couple off the top of my head that I do that I think some people think is gross. So like, I guess it's really not gross, but like, what would be considered gross? You said, right? Is the word, or like
that other people think is gross?
Is gross?
Yeah.
I don't know if other people would consider things like. So like,
but you absolutely love.
Damn.
Yeah, these are some good questions.
These are good questions.
I know,
because like I feel like I eat stuff that people don't like, but I don't think people would consider like potato chips and ketchup isn't gross. It's just like
that's different.
It's a French fry, but it's a French fry.
It is a French. Oh, so like regular Lay's
like potato chips.
Okay.
I wouldn't dip a Dorito in ketchup. That's weird.
Okay,
but I like a regular Lay's potato chip. I'd have it with ketchup.
Interesting.
Like I wouldn't readily pick that, but if I saw it, I would do it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I also have this thing. It's not some people might think it's gross. So anything that's sweet potato, I love sweet potato.
Yeah,
sweet potato pancakes, sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
I take mayonnaise and maple syrup.
Really?
Stir that bitch together with sweet potato fries. It's fantastic. Next time, just trust me.
I mean, I'm not a mayo guy.
You're not a mayo guy. You're not a condiment guy. To be honest with you, right?
White. It's white and creamy stuff. Ranch, blue.
White and creamy stuff is crazy talk.
White and creamy stuff is gross. It's nasty.
I eat mayonnaise. I can't even.
Ranch, mayonnaise.
I like blue cheese though.
Blue cheese, no. None of it does anything for me.
I love blue cheese. Blue cheese is better than ranch.
Yeah.
Fuck all of y'all.
The closest I get, the Chick-fil-A's got kind of like a little bit of a more orangey yellow tint, but Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce is
badass.
bomb. Yeah, Chick-fil-A sauce is bomb.
Yep.
That's complete facts. But I promise you, mayo and maple syrup.
Wow. I'm gonna have to put that one out there because that's a first. I've never heard
Mayo
that.
and maple syrup.
So what do you dip? What do you sweet potatoes?
So usually what I'll do is like I'll have a sweet potato fry or like fries.
Yeah.
And then I try to be healthy, folks. I take like avocado mayo and I'll take like sugar-free maple syrup.
Okay.
And I'll put it in like a little container. And I'll take the fries and I'll stir it up. And then I'll eat that.
Whoa. Yeah. How did you come across that? You just did it. You just did it.
Well, where it really got introduced to me was one day I was out at a restaurant. I can't remember the restaurant. And they had a maple bacon aioli. And I asked the person what they made that with because it was so good. And I remember I actually put it on my burger.
Right.
The maple bacon aioli. So they were like, oh, it's basically like call it some type of maple puree, mayonnaise. And I was like, so syrup. Because syrup is maple. So I was like, when I just went home one day, and the next time I had sweet potato fries, I literally took mayo and sugar-free syrup. I mixed it together.
Wild.
And now whenever I have it, I literally do that.
That's
I buy healthy meals that have sweet potatoes in them, and I make that concoction. I have it with
that's so interesting. I mean, I'm just curious. I have to taste it now.
It's fat. You're not gonna like. You don't like mayonnaise.
I mean,
I love mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise is really you can taste the mayonnaise hardcore.
So okay, to me, mayonnaise is it's very heavy mayonnaise. You really when you eat it, it's heavy, right? So this almost gives it a very sweet texture.
Okay.
It gives it I don't know how to describe it. It almost reminds me of if you have bacon with cream cheese, which is also fantastic. It almost gives you that type of
interesting. Okay.
That hickory type of.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I'm gonna try it.
Try it. It doesn't hurt to try.
I have to try that. I'm so intrigued.
Somebody in the comments is gonna be like, "What the fuck is this weirdo talking about?"
What the fuck is this? That's fucking okay. I'm gonna try it. I saw this one came up, so I thought it'd be funny. What's the worst haircut you've ever had?
Bald.
It's bald.
It's bald.
It's bald. Honestly, before I let it go, when I was thinning, I was still trying to keep it a little bit. I
saw those pictures.
Yeah, dude, you already know.
You were holding on for dear life.
I was holding on for dear life, and I'm like, it's gotta go. Yeah, it's gotta go.
Yeah. I was in denial when I was in my. I just thought I was like, oh, my hair's getting lighter, and then somebody was like, your hair's thinning, and I was like, oh,
the same thing happened to me.
It is thinning. I can comment on it because I started balding in my early 20s, but I can comment on my worst haircut I've ever had. When I was younger and I had my full head of hair, I once had somebody designed stars into my head.
Oh.
Yeah, literally cut stars.
Interesting.
Into my head, all around my head.
Really?
Yeah.
I
thought I was basic thugonomics in high school at one point in time. I went through phases.
I was gonna say gangster.
Yeah. So I just did stupid shit. You know what I mean? Basic thugonomics because of Cena. That's the only reason why I came up with that. but I just did stupid shit, and that was one of the stupid shit things I did.
It's actually hysterical.
Yeah, that picture's probably still up on my Facebook. Just saying.
Maybe I put it there. Maybe I don't. Who knows? Okay, this one's funny because I had an immediate answer for it. What would your alter ego be named, and what's their backstory? Mine is Awkward Abel.
Awkward Abel?
Awkward Abel.
I thought it was gonna be Skinny Abel's an asshole.
No, he's not back yet.
He's not back yet.
Yeah, talk about that in another episode. Yeah. So awkward Abel is when I get to a drunk point that I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Blackout. You've seen Awkward Abel. You just didn't know his name or that he was a thing.
I personally think if you were to ask me, so Awkward Abel is a pretty decent name for it because I've seen that guy before. Yeah, I've definitely seen him.
I know. He hasn't come out in a while, but
I like Flower Shirt Abel.
Flower Shirt Abel.
Flower Shirt Abel's a beast. That dude tears up the dance floor.
Was that the first night I met Rachel?
Yeah.
It was.
Great. It's fantastic. You threatened to throw a chair at her.
I did. I did. She can't mess with my friend. I had to make sure her intentions were pure.
Yeah, it's valid. But that flower shirt gave you powers.
That night, that whole day, I was on something. I don't know. I was
great.
Listen, there was no blacking out. I really didn't drink a lot.
No.
Like I was like on a line.
Yeah, it was great.
And like it was just one of those nights, and I know guys could relate to this, that you could do no wrong. There was nothing there's nothing you couldn't do and no one you couldn't pull.
Yep.
It was just one of those nights.
Yep.
And it was great.
100%.
I still have the shirt. I'll fit back into it one day. But so that's a good one. But yeah, Awkward Abel is just that guy that I don't remember. He's had a lot of moments in his life, and hopefully we never see him again. Can't make promises. He made a brief appearance in Mexico. Amanda can tell you all about that. I'm sure she'll be thrilled that I'm even talking about it.
She's definitely gonna.
I almost got left in Mexico and was single.
Yeah, you sure did.
Rightfully so.
I heard about that.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Bad.
Yeah. Shout out to me.
If I had an alter ego,
yeah.
Are
you in your villain era?
Okay. So my alter ego is one of two people.
Yeah.
So when nobody else is around, this is gonna be it. When nobody else is around, I find myself, I stim. I definitely stim.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I just do random shit.
Huh.
Like I'll break out in random song and dance when I'm in the house by myself. And I listen to myself and I laugh. I go, "What are you fucking doing right now, you weird? Like, you're so weird." Rachel's called me before I've got embarrassed.
Oh, really?
From living with me, yeah.
What was
because I'll just break, bro. Now because it's whatever I'm watching at the time or whatever I'm into at the time. So like, this is gonna sound horrible.
Do you start
so
all right, go.
So like. Lately, I'll just bust out in random WWE theme or like random WWE. I'll just say random shit. I'll just bro. You want to know what my latest stim has been? I swear to you. Lately, I'll just bust out and I'll go L.A. night, yeah. I'll just do it.
Like you have Tourette's?
I'll just be in the yard and I'll just be like L.A. night, yeah. Like just randomly
by yourself.
The neighbors are probably like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" Like 100%. I guarantee you that's happened. Neighbors been outside and been like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
That's actually hysterical.
It's either that or video game Aaron, because you know video game Aaron. He's a different.
Aaron is a monster.
He's a dickhead. Like he's a real dickhead.
Honestly, that should have been the fictional person you wanted to be, because Jesus Christ,
he's a dick.
You want your douche, you want your dickhead. He's right. He's in there somewhere. Just don't let him out.
Go back and watch our video game episode, and you'll learn more about why I can't play video games and not be a complete deranged lunatic.
There's a reason the controller's over here.
Yeah, like it's the truth. I get it. Those are my two alter egos, though. It's Stim Aaron or video game Aaron, one or the other.
It's actually hysterical. Let's see.
L.A. night. Yeah. I just do that randomly. I swear to you. I'll just start doing shit.
It's actually really good.
It's fucking weird, bro.
Like Aaron's just hanging out in the backyard and he just goes.
I do weird shit. I'm telling you. I do weird shit. I have a stim. I'm telling you. I definitely do.
Okay. All right. I got one more. All right. This might be interesting. If aliens came to Earth and asked you to teach them one thing about humanity, what would you show them?
OnlyFans.
It was between for me it was between TikTok and just the news. Just put on the fucking news or scroll through keep doing this and just see what you see. OnlyFans is good.
Between TikTok, the news, and OnlyFans. That's like America though. You know what I'm saying? It's really America. I mean, humanity is a different thing. I mean, because it's so diverse.
Yeah, if you want
just off the top of my head,
if you want to see what a dumpster fire looks like, turn on the news. If you want to see what people selling their soul looks like, go to OnlyFans. And if you want to see idiot kids dancing, saying "Here comes the boom," brain rot, you could get.
That's another thing I'll randomly do. I'll just be like, boom!
You do not do 5 big booms!
I swear I'll just
you do not randomly do 5 big booms. I gotta ask Rachel about that.
Swear to you. She'll hear me sometimes and be like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "No, I'm not good. Thank you." I'll just do random shit.
5 big booms?
Randomly.
God.
Yeah. Stims. I'm
That's
telling you. Stims is a thing.
Incredible.
Stims is the thing.
Holy shit.
I'm telling you.
Oh, God. All right. On that note, that's an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining Two Ball Bros podcast episode, hopefully 27.
First 26.
First time I forgot the name and number in a while. I'm pretty sure I made 26 last. Anyway, might be 27. Here it is. Follow us on all of our socials. We're not streaming. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and then our socials: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, maybe Twitter, maybe something else that I'm not thinking about. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let us know what you think about us facing each other. I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, it's good. Eye contact. I like it.
Yeah, nice. We need, you need to keep eye contact.
That's right.
Yeah, and on that note, we're gonna give you 5 big booms to leave. So, boom, 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 boom. Can't believe we just ended with 5 big booms.